Hello everybody, it's Ruby Burrito, and it's Thursday, and we've got a video here from Guild Wars 2 with a fly-through of the Skywatch archipelago. This is going to have footage from all over Tyria for things that are coming from the expansion, so let's take a look. That is Keswick's Hills, for sure. Or at least it very much looks like Keswick's Hills. This looks like Path of Fire. Definitely Path of Fire. This is Desolation. Forge Construct, or Forge Buildings. This is going to be in the new maps. This is Selsun Cove-esque. Those look like Auric Basin. Cantha. More Cantha, except that's Astral World-esque. And here, before we go on, I would just like to point out, one, we got people wearing pointy hats. Love it. Two, this is a new type of mech, both this one in the front and this one in the back, which is very interesting. And then all of this is new architecture. Asura. Bunch of weapons laid out on tables, people channeling. Fishing. I'm assuming that's going to be the Wizard's Tower that we can visit. And we're getting it August 22nd. So let's go back here and pause. So this is definitely going to be the new maps here. This is going to be Skywatch Archipelago. Without a doubt, you are going to be flying through all of this. But what becomes curious to me is that this looks like Kryta. And the tower here, this dam here very much looks like an area of Kryta, but you can see this Wizard's Tower in the, or that tower in the last frame. This definitely looks like it's up in the sky and everything's floating. So I'm sitting here recording and I'm going back through the video here, and I was looking at the dam and I was looking at how everything looks like it's floating, and I have a theory. I don't know if it's a good theory, but it definitely looked like all of this was in the sky. So either there's a copy of this up in the sky, or in the lore, this is getting lifted into the sky. Either way, very, very interesting, and I just wanted to come back and say that because I'm very curious to see if I am right. So I don't know that that necessarily means that we're going... I mean, you can see a fire elemental here, and an ice elemental, kind of a theme with what's down below, what was down below the Wizard's Tower. And then this very much looks like Path of Fire, like the Desert Highlands, but I don't remember there being buildings there. Nor this, which you can see the sky scale riding along the ley line if you watch closely. And then this also is very desert-y, but you see we have our characters here that are of course wearing pointy hats, but this definitely looks like forged architecture here. This very much looks like new maps. So these are chalk. These are 100% chalk, not Karka. And you can see here there's floating debris. So we're definitely getting a wide variety of objects and scenery in these new maps. And then again here, this looks to be like Auric Basin, potentially. I'm gonna go with more Auric Basin-esque. This kind of looks like a pylon here in the back, and these are definitely more the gold of Auric Basin. You can see back here in the background, this kind of looks like that Wizard's Tower area that we saw. And then you have this area that absolutely looks like Cantha. I mean, these are Jade mechs for sure. This is all Canthan technology. And then this is where I get a little confused, because this is all definitely Cantha architecture and design, but then this is 100% the new, this is a new object that we're going to be seeing. And then in the background again you can see the floating Wizard's Tower. So maybe even here in the background you can see some floating islands. So this is not on Cantha. This is beautiful. I love the movement. This looks like a Mystic Forge. And the architecture is fantastic. Love the greenery, of course, and the pointy hats. This is probably going to be related to the Astral Ward, who we're going to be utilizing to get our new legendary armor. Channeling, fishing. I don't see anything super unique. That this right here is probably where we come in. That's going to be my guess here. If we go back a little bit, this definitely looks like a portal. Go back a little bit further. This definitely looks kind of like a portal. So we may be entering or exiting this area here. They have it up on a pedestal. Well, okay, I forgot about this part. This absolutely looks like a portal that we would enter through. I wonder if the other ones maybe to get to the archipelago. But it looks beautiful, and I'm very excited to see what they're doing. All right, so I was going back to Keswick Hills to take a look at what was going on over here, and the Wizard's Tower is definitely back. We do know that it was gone for a time, but the Wizard's Tower is back. And I know this doesn't look exactly like that did, but I mean, if we come out here, this is very similar to what that looked like here. I know that it's a different tower there, but this is back. I can't even remember exactly what it looked like, but Wizard's Tower's back, and that definitely looks like that was this entrance area of Keswick Hills. So I'm curious to know if up here these villagers. I wanted to see if, because some of the villagers talk about the Wizard's Tower directly, and I wanted to know if anybody would reference it being gone or coming back. So it doesn't look like they have that in here. Maybe these named NPCs. Nope. Okay, well, that's going to be it for what they dropped. We're less than 2 weeks away, so I'm getting pretty excited. And now that we can see the Wizard's Tower back here, getting more and more excited as the time goes on. And you can see it on the world map. I was going to talk about that. You can see it on the world map, and I'm curious to see where on the world map we're going to have this content, because the Woodland Cascades, that's going to be a raid area, if I'm not mistaken. It would make the most sense to be over the top of the areas that we're seeing. So that Cantha area would make the most sense over Cantha. There's an area that would presumably be over the Heart of Maguma because it's the chalk. But I don't see anything currently on the map. Always wanted to get this, and I've always wanted to get this, but I don't see anything that strikes me as new. We'll have to keep an eye out on the community and see if anybody sees anything. But thank you guys so much for watching. We actually hit 500 subscribers today. You guys are amazing. It's honestly been incredible. I appreciate the support so much. And if you haven't yet and you like the content, please think about subscribing. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next one.